What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. And yo, today, starting to feel a little bit more like football. Now, my Mavs lost last night, but we're starting to get back to football as OTAs will be kicking off. Now, yesterday, there was supposed to have been some media press conferences. Didn't happen due to the weather in Texas. Hopefully, everyone's staying safe and staying blessed down there in Texas. I know there's been some storms, tornadoes, and trust me, for someone who lives in Tornado Alley, it is definitely not fun, right? But today, things will be kicking off, and the big question mark when it came to this offseason was Micah Parsons going to appear in OTAs? Oh yeah, I said it. Micah Parsons, Micah podcast. Parsons has a podcast, and he went to Japan and CJ Stroud. And did you see his shoes last night? Did you see his shoes? Did you see his shoes last night? God damn, shut up. Micah Parsons is going to appear at OTAs, right? So Michael Gelkin had reported, even though he missed the voluntary. Now, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Actually, I really am. But someone explain to me, what does voluntary really mean? That means you don't have to go. There's voluntary, you volunteer, and there's mandatory, which means you're required. He didn't go to the voluntary OTAs, and oh my God, he's selfish. He doesn't care about winning. He's not dedicated. He's not focused. He's not. You're not. You're not, right? So a lot of people were freaking out because Micah Parsons did not show up to voluntary OTAs, but the reports were showing, like, listen, the Cowboys were fully aware. They know what Micah Parsons is doing as far as his training is concerned. They are not concerned about Micah Parsons. He is up to speed with Coach Zimmer and this new defense. And it happens a lot, right? You look across the league. Lane Johnson from the Philadelphia Eagles, he wasn't at camp. Now, the Bengals, they have some issues that we'll talk about. Some players not at voluntary, and they're not going to be at the mandatory either, right? But when it comes to Micah Parsons, it's been a long, drawn-out summer of lazy ass narratives, y'all. And I'm exhausted. And I get it, right? Everybody has to eat. Everyone has to get their money. I'm not pocket watching anybody. Get your views, get your money, get your clicks, do what you gotta do. But enough's enough. It's time to get back to football, and Micah Parsons getting back to football. Now, he did go to the Mavs game last night, and I will say this. Micah's my dog, right? But anytime I see Micah Parsons put on a team's jersey, I bet other way, man. So y'all know I'm a huge Mavs fan, but I slammed money on the Minnesota Timberwolves as soon as I saw Micah Parsons pull up to the game yesterday in that Luka jersey, because it's easy money. Bet against Micah, bet against Drake, and Josh Allen interceptions. It's just free money, right? But Trayvon Diggs was there, Osa was there, and also Amari Cooper, man. Amari Cooper was there last night watching the Mavs game in Dallas, but they're going to be ready for football today. Now, when it comes to another player, I don't think this guy's going to show up to mandatory. I don't think he's going to show up to camp anytime soon, and that's CeeDee Lamb, man. CeeDee Lamb is going to get his money, duffel bag boy, and going back to the Bengals, right? Jamar Chase and T. Higgins have also told the Bengals, we're not going to be there, bro, until we get a new deal, right? And Jamar Chase was drafted after CeeDee Lamb. So he's going to hold out and not show up to camp. I highly doubt that we are going to see CeeDee Lamb. And I question, how long is this going to last? I've been talking about the two-headed monster. You have the Dak deal that you really have to get done if you want to get it done. But you also have the CeeDee Lamb deal that needs to be done, right? And honestly, if I'm being fully transparent, the CeeDee Lamb deal is the most important, because I'm not sure where the Cowboys stand when it comes to Dak Prescott being the quarterback of the future, so it just is what it is. But when it comes to CeeDee Lamb, our offense cannot move without 88, right? So he's going to need to get his money, and he's going to need to get it soon, right? Because I feel like this is going to be a situation where CeeDee will not fold, because he has a lot of leverage, right? He has a lot of leverage because he knows we can't go out there with no CeeDee Lamb. Love Jalen Tolbert. I think he's going to take a massive leap in year 3. That's not Sedarian. Love Brandon Cooks. I love the Archer. That's not Sedarius, right? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes to the CeeDee Lamb negotiations, it's something that's going to be drawn out. We're probably going to be talking about it through the middle of camp, July, all the way up to preseason. But we'll see how it all unfolds, man. But like I said, ultimately, man, I'm excited for this season for a few reasons, right? I think the number one thing I'm personally excited about, and this is where y'all can play in the comments, I'm happy that Zeke is back, right? So if it's going to be the last dance when it comes to Dak Prescott, at least we get to see 214 kind of leave the way they came in. But I know a lot of people were having the conversation, you know, about Coach Zimmer, and Eric Kendricks had come out and spoken that what we saw previously in Minnesota and also in Cincinnati is more than likely not going to be the same defense that we're going to see under Coach Zimmer in Dallas. So this is where people like me that can really talk ball, the Koye Medias, the DMVs, the Voch Lombardis, you know what I'm saying, our community that can really talk ball, this is where we get to have some fun. This is where we get to have some fun and really roll up our sleeves and dissect what is Zim going to be up to and how is he going to utilize our players. Now, for me personally, because a lot of people were asking me this last night, like, yo, Tuck, are you not feeling Coach Zimmer? I mean, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on my meter of cool. I'm not mad. Like, if it was Rex Ryan, I would have been pissed. Or Rob Ryan, I would have been pissed. Like, I would have been done. I feel like when it comes to Zim, I'm cool. I hate how the Cowboys went about it. And the thing that I hate the most when it comes to Coach Zimmer is you are bringing in Coach Zimmer. You know what he did in Minnesota, right? 2017, you know what he did in Cincinnati. That was 2013, one of his best defensive years. But you're making him cook with Dan Quinn's ingredients, right? So it's like I wanted to see Zim get more of his guys in, right? If I want someone to cook and bake a cake, go get your ingredients, right? Go get your recipe list, right? And I feel like right now the pull is going to be Zim trying to cook with Dan Quinn's ingredients, and how is that really going to work out? We all have to sit back and say, we'll see, right? But I think once we gear up to camp, we get out there to Oxnard. I'm not going to Oxnard because, you know, if you know, you know. But I'm not going to Oxnard, but we'll probably have some people who are out there, boots on the ground in Oxnard. That's when we'll really be able to dissect the scheme of what's really going on and what the Cowboys' focus will be. But I think it's going to be interesting. Now, do I think they're going to hit the ground running and off to the races? Boom, number one defense, number one this with the Baltimore Ravens? Probably not. It's going to be a learning curve. But overall, I think Zim will be decent, right? I think he's going to bring some accountability. He's going to bring some toughness, but it's going to take some adjustments, right? Because a lot of these players, they were Dan Quinn guys. They have their philosophy. They know what works for them. Trying to change it, sometimes it goes against your natural instincts. So he's going to have to be patient, right? It's kind of like Mike McCarthy. Remember last summer, what was the hot topic button? Everybody was talking about the Tex Coast offense. Tex Coast offense, right? Did numerous videos on Tex Coast offense, right? And eventually we hit a point in the season where Mike McCarthy is like, F that, bro. Dak go cook. You know what I'm saying? F that, what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do all these conservative passes and, you know, lateral movements and sideline to sideline and get the ball out quick. I was nerfing my quarterback. You know what, Dak? Take the keys. You got it. So we might see that situation really transpire when it comes to the Cowboys defense, where Zim is going to want to get his philosophy in place. But if it's not working out, he might just say, you know what? Y'all are some ravaged dogs. Go get the ball, go get interceptions, go get turnovers, and we'll try to fix this later because I'm only here for a short time. I only got a 1-year deal, so I ain't got time to be sitting here letting things transpire. You got to go after it. So it's going to be interesting to see how things work out. But I feel like most importantly, the Cowboys are going to have to get some of these contracts done. When will it be done? I don't know, right? It sounds like things might be slightly picking up when it comes to Dak Prescott, but who really knows? But you definitely know we're going to talk about it on this channel. So that's why you got to comment, like, subscribe, man. We got a lot of big things, y'all. Oh my God. Like, if I can tell y'all, I don't even want to spoil, right? I got so many big things lined up, big interviews, big sponsorships, big everything is going bigger, CFO gang, this upcoming football season. So you definitely do not want to miss out, man. So comment, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and you will not be upset about the real content that y'all get in this community. Not to combat versus other communities, but I love my community because I raised y'all to be football savants. We talk ball over here. We don't do a lot of the wee-woo stuff, as my bro Boss Cowboys says it. We just talk ball, man, and have real concepts. We don't do the TMZ shit over here, man. That's just not our vibe, man. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I want everyone to stay safe. I want everyone to stay blessed. I want you to stay encouraged. And I want you to pull for my Mavs to win so we can go to the NBA Finals. Peace. Luka Magic.